Good morning, traders. Sure you're having a great time. Good morning, good morning. Please confirm you can hear me. Also confirm you can see my screen. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you're connecting from. You're welcome to today's live stream. Confirm you can hear me loud and clear. Confirm you can hear me loud and clear. Confirm you can hear me loud and clear. Okay. Confirm you can hear me loud and clear. Also confirm you can see my screen. If you have any question, any pair you want me to analyze, please drop it in the comment section. Taking a trade on USD card, buying USD card at the moment, trying to set my stop loss and my take profits. Let me use 40 pips. 40 pips. Okay. 1.3680. 1.3680. Okay. Good morning. How has been trading this week? I hope it's been great. You all are welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome. If you have any pair you want me to analyze, please let me know in the comment section. You're welcome. All right, so let's start by looking at the calendar for today. Today is 16th of July 2025, and we have just three major news. Three major news for today's market. We have GBP, CPI data for GBP was released at the early hours of today. That's 7 a.m. Nigerian time. That's about 3 hours ago, and you can see it's positive for GBP. So Great Britain pounds is supposed to gain value. Great Britain pounds is expected to gain value. Okay. And by 1:30, core PPI, that is production price index, will be released by 1:30. US production price index will be released by 1:30 p.m. Okay, so if you're trading USD pairs, you should be conservative. If you're trading USD pairs, you could also wait for this news to be released. But if you see your setup in London session, you can go in with small lot size. You can go in with small lot size if you see your setup, if your technical setup shows up, you can take the trade. Okay, take the trade, but going with small lot size. Going with small lot size. Like I just took a trade on USD card. I just bought USD card. Okay, so that's it for fundamentals. So let's look at DXY and yen basket. Let's start with DXY. So dollar index, as you can see, the bearish momentum. This is one on 15 minutes time frame. Let's start with the daily. The bearish momentum has been weak. It's been weak. That's to tell you that the buyers are still in control. That's to tell you the buyers are still in control. The bearish momentum is very weak. After this massive buy, the massive buy we experienced yesterday, Monday, Tuesday has been bullish, and so far on a lower time frame, let's see for hour. So we had We had a spinning top. Next candle closed bearish. Okay. Let's go down to 1 hour. What do we have on 1 hour? So you can see the bearish momentum has been weak. The bearish momentum it's been weak. It's been weak. So we had this fair value gap on 1 hour time frame. Okay, let me identify the fair value gap on 15 minutes. Okay, so we had this fair value gap on 15 minutes time frame. Okay, we had this fair value gap on 15 minutes time frame. Price filled that fair value gap, and there was a rejection from that gap. Also on 15 minutes time frame, we had this fair value gap, buy side imbalance, sell side inefficiency. So we had this fair value gap on 15 minutes time frame. You can see this fair value gap on 15 minutes time frame. Let me go down to 5 minutes. So on 5 minutes, we had this fair value gap on 5 minutes. Price pulled back to fill that fair value gap. You can see that. So the battle now is between these two fair value gaps. The battle now is between these two fair value gaps. If price breaks out from the sell side, buy side, sell side imbalance, buy side inefficiency, okay, if price breaks out from this high, this fair value gap, then we should expect more buys on dollar. If price breaks out from this fair value gap, we should expect more buys on the dollar. That is what I see on dollar. Good morning, Mr. Samuel, Mr. Mayor, Mr. Clement, Mr. Adebayo. Good morning. So that's my take on the dollar. If price 1 hour or 4 hour candle closes above this fair value gap, then we should expect buy for dollar. We should expect buy. Okay. So that's my take on dollar. I am bullish on the dollar. I am bullish on the dollar. I am bullish on the dollar. Okay, so let's look at yen basket. Yen basket. Whoa. So let's start with the daily time frame. I still believe the yen is bearish, but like I told you guys yesterday, I want to see a pullback on yen. Yen is expected to pull back. It's been bearish for some weeks. And I know those who sold yen at the moment, some or most will be taking profits from the markets. Most will be closing their trade. And as they close their sell trade, there's a high probability that price will pull back. So you can see the pattern we have on the day, but we have to wait for the daily candle to close. If it closes bullish, that would be a confirmation to buy yen. If it closes strongly bullish and we are able to identify a bullish reversal pattern on 4 hour. So you can see on 4 hour, what we have here is a bullish reversal pattern. It's a bullish reversal pattern. If the current 4 hour candle closes above the high of this spinning bottom, that's a confirmation that the bullish momentum is increasing. Okay, if 4 hour closes above this high, let's say 1 hour, there should be a bullish reversal pattern also on 1 hour. So you can see what we have here. So if 4 hour candle closes above this high, those of you in the VIP, you know the reason for why I identify this high. Okay, so if 1 hour or 4 hour candle closes above this high, then we should expect buys on yen. Okay, we should expect buys on yen. So I think yen is coming to this zone. Yen is coming to fill this zone. Okay, yen is coming to fill this zone. That's what I see playing out on yen. Okay, that's what I see playing out on yen. Okay, so my bias for yen today is bullish. Is bullish, and also for dollar, I am bullish on the dollar. So let's look at currency pairs. Let's start with Euro USD. I actually wanted to take a trade on Euro USD, but let's analyze it together. I actually wanted to take a sell, yeah. I actually want to take a sell, and I think I should do that now. Let me see. Okay, so we have, let's start with the daily. So yesterday was strongly bearish. It was strongly bearish, and we still have this fair value gap on the daily. That gap was not filled yesterday. It wasn't filled. Price just tested that area, and also on daily we still have this fair value gap. You can see this. We still have this fair value gap, and I believe Euro USD is going to fill those gaps. So let's see for our. So 4 hour gave us a bullish reversal pattern. Most retail traders would have bought. Most retail traders would have bought, I believe, after the formation of this spinning bottom. And those who bought from this point after the formation of this spinning bottom, definitely they would have made some profits, right? They would have made some profits. So right now, what's happening? This is 4 hour time frame. The previous candle looks like looks like a it looks like an angry man. It looks like an angry man. And I think this level, let's see if it is 50% of this fair value gap. Let me confirm that. Let me confirm that if it's 50%. Okay, it's not up to, is it up to 50%? Okay, not up to 50% of this fair value gap. Okay. Okay, so let's go down to 1 hour. Okay, so on 1 hour, we had this pattern on 1 hour, right? Now let's go down to 15 minutes. I'm sure on 15 minutes we'll be able to identify a bearish reversal pattern on 15 minutes. Let's confirm. So you can see what we had here on 15 minutes. We had this shooting star, you can see, and price closed below the low of this bullish candle. That's a confirmation that the bearish momentum is increasing. This candle closed below this low, and it created a fair value gap. You can see the fair value gap it's created. So I believe this retracement, this pullback was to fill this fair value gap. Was to fill this fair value gap. Now, if you go down to 5 minutes, because you can see that it broke out from this 15 minutes fair value gap. So it means there's a fair value gap above this 15 minutes fair value gap. You can see. So price pulled back. You can see it came to fill this fair value gap. And this fair value gap is in confluence with this other block. You can see this fair value gap is in confluence with this other block. Is in confluence with this other block. Sorry. So I think this is a sell for Euro USD. This is a sell for Euro USD. It's a sell for Euro USD. Okay, so I would take this trade. I want to take this trade. Okay, so it's a sell. Sell for Euro USD. It's a sell for Euro USD. Joro boy, good morning. Okay, so let's move to the next pair. GBP card, that's from Mayor Venture. Okay, before we look at GBP card, let's look at GBP USD. GBP USD. So this is a sell on GBP USD. This is a sell on GBP USD. The buyers are not ready yet. The buyers are not ready yet. This is a sell. This is a sell on. Let me start with the daily time frame. Yesterday was strongly bearish. It was strongly bearish yesterday. And after the close of yesterday candle, let's say the pattern we had on 4 hour. Okay, so we had what looks like an inverted hammer. Most retail traders would have executed by their stop losses will be residing at this low. So there's a high probability they will come for their stop losses. So we have this fair value gap here. So I think I would sell. I want to sell GBP USD. I want to sell GBP USD. Okay, so I want to sell GBP USD. Okay, so GBP should sell. GBP is bearish. That's my take on GBP. That's my take on GBP. It's a sell. It's a sell. So after the formation of this shooting star, after the formation of this shooting star, I believe if you apply your Fibonacci on this from this high to this low, I think this it's over 50% retracement. And 50% of this fair value gap is consequent encroachment. Those of you that trade ICT, right? 50% of this fair value gap is consequent encroachment. So you can see this candlestick. Let's see. Yeah. See 50% retracement. Can you see that? So that is a sell setup as far as I'm concerned. Okay. Guys, please, a few minutes. Let me take this trade on GBP USD. Let me take this trade before the 1.3393. Okay, let me jump back. Few minutes, please. GBP USD, the order sell. Okay, so trade has been executed. Let me set my stop loss 3388. 3388. Okay, so that's my take on GBP USD. It's a sell. It's a sell. Okay, it's a sell. GBP USD, Euro USD is sell. But I think the setup on GBP USD is more valid than that on Euro USD. That is why I'm trading. I decided to execute on GBP USD. Remember, both pairs are positively correlated. Okay, both pairs are positively correlated. If Euro USD is bearish, there's a high probability GBP USD also will be bearish. Okay, so that's the reason for the sell. Okay, let's look at other instruments. Someone requested for GBP card, GBP card, GBP card. Please I think I'll prefer MT4. I'll prefer using MT4 for GBP card. Some things I need to see. GBP card. Oh. GBP card. My thoughts on GBP card. Let's start with the let me look at the weekly time frame. This is the first time I'm looking at GBP card this week. So let's start with the weekly time frame. This is a sell setup on the weekly time frame. It's obvious that GBP card is bearish, considering what we have, the pattern we have on the weekly time frame. So you can see the first thing they did was to sweep liquidity residing at this previous high. You can see sweep the liquidity, and after sweeping the liquidity, Let's go down to daily time frame. We should be able to identify a bearish reversal pattern on a daily time frame. So you can see what we had here. After sweeping liquidity, we had a shooting star, which indicates change in trend. And after the formation of this shooting star candle, price had to pull back. Price had to pull back. I'm sure it created a fair value gap, which I think is the reason for this pullback. Let's go to 4 hour. Let's see. Okay, let's see. 4 hour. Let's see. Let's see. Okay, so no fair value gap here. Let's go down to 1 hour. Sure, there's a fair value gap. So you can see that on 1 hour. You can see the reason for the pullback. This fair value gap was the reason for the pullback. Can you see that? This 4 hour was the reason. Sorry, 1 hour fair value gap was the reason for the pullback. So this would have been a good entry for sell. So this would have been a good entry. Can you see that? This would have been a good entry for sell. Now, if you didn't sell from this point, after price closed below this fair value gap, if you didn't sell from this point, you had another opportunity to sell from this point. These are the best entry levels. This point or this point, you can see is almost the same level. So if you had missed this move at this point, you had a second opportunity to enter here. So it has been selling. This is where you would have made the real money. And after this massive drop, I think price went into a range. You can see it has been in a range. You can see price went into a range after this massive drop and later continued with that bearish move. As far as I'm concerned, it's oversold. It's oversold, but it is still bearish. It is still bearish. Okay, it's oversold, but it is still bearish. It is still bearish. But I will not advise that you take a sell from the current market price. You wait for a retracement. If I want to risk selling GBP card, I would like to see price sweep the liquidity residing at this previous high. Okay, I'd like to see it sweep the liquidity residing at this previous high and fill this fair value gap. Okay, this will be an area I would be considering looking for sales. So price pulls back into this zone. If I see my bearish setup, if I see my pattern, then I will sell from this zone. But selling from the current market price, I feel it's at a very high risk. Trend, long-term trend is still bearish. And I can't see it buying from what I'm seeing on 4 hour and 1 hour. Okay, 4 hour we had, on 4 hour we had, what's it called? Yeah, we had what's it called? A doji here on 4 hour. Then after the formation of that 4 hour candle, let's see what we had on 1 hour. So this is what we had on 1 hour. The market is currently trading above the high of this candle. If you want to learn my concept, you should get my video course or you enroll for mentorship if you want to have access to my strategy. Okay, my strategy is unique. You can't find it anywhere on the internet. You can only access it through me. You can only get it from me. Okay, so the market is trading. So this is a buy. If we go by 4 hour and 1 hour, it's a buy. If you are buying, your stop loss should be at this level. Remember, I said the long-term trend is still bearish. So buy is pullback. So if you are buying, if you are trading pullbacks, you should know that you should be conservative. You can't go all in when you are trading pullbacks. It's only when you are following the trend that it's advisable you go all in. But if you are trading pullbacks, this is a pullback. If you are buying, you know you're trading the pullback. You want to take advantage of the pullback. So your stop loss should be at this level if you want to buy it, and your take profit, like I said, this fair value gap. So you'll be risking like 30 pips, yeah, to make about 60 pips or close to 70 pips, which is a 1:2 risk reward. Okay, so that's my take on GBP card. I hope that is clear. I hope that is clear. I hope that is clear. If there's any pair, any other pair want me to analyze, let me know in the comment section. Is there another pair want me to analyze? Let me know in the comment section. Let's look at gold. Okay, so gold. I have a buy on gold. I'm holding gold. I'm bullish on gold. I am bullish on gold at the moment. I think I'm in profit of close to 150 pips on gold. In profit of 150 pips on gold. So why did I buy gold? You see here we had this fair value gap. Price came to fill. We had this tiny fair value gap. That's the reason for the buy. There's this tiny fair value gap here. Shine your eyes, you will see it. So price came back to fill this fair value gap, and that's the reason I bought gold. Okay. So, so now gold has filled. It has filled this fair value gap. You can see it has filled this fair value gap. It has filled this fair value gap. So it might go bearish anytime soon. So all I need to see is a shift in market structure on a lower time frame. Once I see the shift in market structure on a lower time frame, I would exit. Shift in market structure, I would exit my buy trade. I'm still holding the buy. It might sell anytime soon. From what I'm saying on 4 hour, 1 hour, 15 minutes, if 4 hour candle closes bearish, that will be a confirmation to sell gold. If this current 4 hour candle closes bearish or it closes as a shooting star, then one should consider, selling gold. One should consider selling gold. Is there any other pair you want me to analyze? Let me know. Let me know in the comment section. If there's any other pair you want me to analyze, let me know in the comment section. I just analyzed gold. I just analyzed gold. Okay. Gold is likely going to sell anytime soon. Though I have a buy trade on gold. I'm currently buying gold. It's likely going to sell anytime soon. So I should be I should be planning to exit my buy trade. Once I see a bearish setup, I would exit the buy. I would exit buy. Do you have any other pair you want me to analyze? In the next 5 minutes, I would be ending this session. So if you have any pair you want me to analyze, let me know in the comment section. I would be ending the session in the next 5 minutes. So if you have any question, let me know. Any pair. So let's just see GBP JPY and USJPY. Okay, so GBP JPY, I shared this with those in the VIP group, right? I told you guys GBP JPY is set for sell. Remember, our bias on yen is bullish. Yen is bullish, and if yen is bullish, we should be looking for sells on GBP JPY. Now, why did I take the sell on GBP JPY? Why did I take the sell on GBP JPY? Let me start with the daily time frame. Let me share with you the reason for the sell on GBP JPY. So this was daily. Yeah, this is daily time frame. So after the close of yesterday, if you go down to 4 hour time frame, we had a bearish reversal pattern. You can see the pattern we had on 4 hour yesterday. This was the last candle on the 4 hour time frame. And this is a spinning top. Okay. This is a spinning top. So what they did this morning, I expected that. Okay. I knew they were going to come for this high, this previous high, because they know a lot of retail traders would have executed sell and their stop losses will be residing at this high. I knew they are going to go for the stop losses. So after sweeping that liquidity, you can see the pattern that formed. This is a doji, or you call it your spinning top. Okay, spinning top. So after the formation of the spinning top, let's go down to 1 hour. So what I did was to identify. Now, if you see what we have on 1 hour time frame. See what we had on 1 hour time frame. Can you see what we had on 1 hour time frame? We had a shooting star. Can you see that? We had a shooting star. We had a shooting star on 1 hour time frame indicating change in trend. Now, if you go down to lower time frame, what's the reason for this pullback? A fair value gap was created after the formation of this shooting star. Let's go to 15 minutes time frame. So you can see on 15 minutes time frame, we had this fair value gap on 15 minutes time frame. Okay, I knew price would pull back to fill this fair value gap. Yeah, so that was what happened. This candle is here. It was when the major news CPI data for GBP got released that price pulled back to fill the fair value gap. So I waited for this next 1 hour candle to close. I waited for 1 hour candle to close before executing a buy. So it was at this sell. So it was at this point I executed sell on GBP JPY. I took the sell from this point because I knew they were going to push price back up. So that news was positive for Great Britain pounds. It was positive for Great Britain pounds, and that's the reason for this buy. I think it did like 30 pips from this point. Yeah, about 30 to 30 something pips retracement, and that was because the news was positive for Great Britain pounds. So it bought, and at the moment it is selling. It is selling. I'm still holding that trade, and my target. Where am I? My target will be, my first target will be this support. Yeah, resistance on support. This is my first target. Or for, you can see this area is a key area. You can see. So that's my target. It was a resistance on support, and also at this point resistance on support. So this level is a key level. It's a key level. So that's the reason for the trade on GJ. Okay, so let's look at USDJPY. USDJPY, if USD is bullish and GBPJPY is bullish, it means USDJPY might just go into a range. That's what it means. It might just range since both currencies are strong, right? Since both are bullish, you can see, and that's what has been playing out on USDJPY. It might just go into a range. It might just go into a range. You can see that. So here on USDJPY, we had this fair value gap. After the formation of the shooting star, we have this fair value gap on 1 hour time frame. Price pulled back to fill that fair value gap at this point, gave us an angry man. You can see the angry man after price filled that fair value gap. This bearish candle, this is an angry man, which indicates change in trend from bullish to bearish. You can see. So USDJPY, if I want to take any risk on USDJPY, okay, this will be my first target. This will be my first target for USDJPY. So if I want to take any risk on USDJPY today, it will be a sell. It will be a sell. It will be a sell. Okay, so that's my take on USDJPY. If I want to take a trade on USDJPY, it will be a sell. But I think I've exhausted my limit for the day, so I can't take any other trade. I have gold. I have GBP USD. I have a trade on GBP USD, and I also have a trade on USD card. So I've exhausted my maximum daily risk. So that will be all for today. But if I have to take a trade on USDJPY, it will be a sell. To be a sell. So I think that will be all for today's session. Is there any other question, any other pair you want me to look at? Let me see. So I think there are no other pairs, no questions. So I think that will be all for today's session. So I appreciate you all for your participation. Mr. Clement, Joro Boy, Mr. Samuel Musa, Mr. Mayo, Mr. Adebayo. I think that will be all for today's session. So I wish you all a profitable trading day. Please ensure you apply stop loss on every trade you execute. Ensure you apply proper risk and money management. Use the appropriate lot size for every trade you execute in the market. Don't gamble with your hard-earned money. So our next class will be tomorrow by 10 a.m. a.m. Tomorrow is Thursday, 10 a.m. We'll meet tomorrow by 10 a.m. Bye for now.